Zaharis 6th grade Ultra Strings. This is a video for violins. This is week two's video. So last week I shared a video on practicing your D and A string escalators. I want you to continue to practice those. You can either use the video, or if you know it well enough, you can practice it on your own without the video. Keep doing that as a warm-up. Keep checking your left hand. Make sure that it's not coming in for pizza wrist. It's staying relaxed, and keep checking your bow hold, that you have all these ingredients. Thumb bend, middle extend, fingers drop, pinky on top, your elbows driving the bow. Today's video is going to be on Dragon's Lair. So if you haven't went to the listening assignments, go and listen to the full orchestra performance of this. It's a little less than 2 minutes. I want you to listen to this every day, maybe 2 or 3 times a day even. It's really going to help you. You can listen to it as background listening while you're working on homework or doing chores around the house. But I also want you to listen to it intentionally at least one time a day. And what by intentional listening, I mean you have your music out or your violin out and you're following the music, or you're trying to finger along with it while you listen. So both of those types of listening will be really helpful. Okay, what I'm going to do in today's video is I'm going to play through Dragon Slayer, and I'm going to break it into different sections. So we're going to start with the first 3 lines, which is measures 1 through 19. And then we're going to play 19 through 37. And then we're going to basically play 37 through the end. It's a big section. I might break down 53 to the end a little bit separately because it changes quite a bit right at 53. But I want you to notice something about Dragon Slayer. If you just look at your music, and you'll see, does it use notes on all your strings, or just one string? Just 2 strings? What about rhythms? Does it just use quarter notes? Does it just use half notes? Does it just use eighth notes? Or rests? Does it use whole rests, half rests, quarter rests, eighth rests? What do you see? Do you see any patterns? Do you see a melody that comes back, that's played in a certain spot, and then it's played again? So just taking a minute to look at those things before you start is really helpful. Look at the key signature. Look at the time signature. If you don't know what those are, ask me questions about those. I will help you with that, okay? All right, we are going to play it, and I'm going to play it hopefully at a nice steady metronome tempo. That's very slow because we're just starting out. We're going to get a lot faster as we learn this more, but check your good posture like we already talked about. I'm going to try to make sure that you can see my whole violin in the video. I think you'll be able to see most of my bow. So we're not starting right at the frog. We're going to start towards a little bit above the balance point of the bow, okay? Here's our beat. And if you want to just listen the first time and then try to play along in sections, that's what I recommend for practice. Okay, so the first time you practice it, practice the first 3 lines with me. If you can't get that far, at least try to get the first 4 measures or the first 9 measures, okay? Set goals to get a little further each day, okay? Once you get that first section down, you can try the next spot, okay? Work and rewind the video. Don't just listen to the video one time. Work and try to get that spot good. I'd say anytime between 3 and 7 times. I like 5. 5 is a good number. Okay. All right, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest, 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 rest. Wait, 2, 3, 4. E, F, G, E, F, E, F, G, A, F, G. Lift set. rest. So we're going to pause in this. That would be your first section. So if you're having trouble there, just go back and listen, practice singing or air bowing along or just fingering along in that section until you get that. Don't keep going on this video until you get that first section. Once you get the first section, you can keep going. You can press play. And we're going to start measure 23 and go up until 36 this time. Okay, ready? Set your good position, set your good bow hold, check all those things. 1, 2, 23, go. Rest, rest. 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 Rest, 2, 3, and we're going to pause right there. That's the second section. So what I want you to think about is if you were able to play the second section or you just were able to listen to the second section, how is it the same as the first section? How is it different? Any patterns that you've noticed? So just let me know. You can send me an email or tell me about it in class, what you're noticing with those. When you find patterns, it makes it easier to play, okay? All right, now we're gonna start at 37. Do not keep watching if you're having trouble in the first or second sections. Just stay on the section you're working on. So if you're good on the first section, work on the second. If you're good on the first and the second, you can keep watching. Here's the third section. Ready? 37. Checking good posture, good bow holds. 1, 2, 37, go. 1, 2, F sharp, G, A, F sharp, G, E, section, which I'm going to call the coda, which is a big fancy word for ending, at 53 to the end, okay? So what did you notice about the section we just played, that third section? I noticed that there was a lot of slower half note bows, and it's probably more of a sappy section when we put it together all with the orchestra. It's going to be really dramatic, I think. Listen to the full recording, see what you notice. At 53, do not keep going here if you're having trouble in that third section. Just work on that section. Remember to get it good 5 times in a row before you go to the next spot, okay? I'm putting all of this on one video just for it to be here, but I don't expect you to get through this whole song in 1 week, okay? If you just stay on the first section all week and you get good work done, that's great, okay? Remember, you're using the escalators every day and you're using this every day, so that's a lot already, okay? Just, I'm putting all of this here for the students that are a little more advanced and need more of a challenge. They can go ahead. But stay where you're at, okay? If you're working hard, then no one is going to push you any further than you're already pushing yourself. So you're setting your goal every day on what you want to accomplish, what you want to learn on this one. If you're still working on that first section, that's your goal. Don't jump ahead. Go in order, okay? All right, if you are great, 5 times in a row, first section. 5 times in a row, second section. 5 times in a row, third section. You're ready for this coda at 53. Okay, check your left hand. Check your bow hold. Ready? And you can pause the video and take breaks in your practice. Do your math homework in between. Do some reading time in between. And you don't have to do this all in one sitting, okay? 53, 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 3. Good. You'll see there's a lot of dynamics, a lot of accent markings in this section, a lot of repeated E, 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 E. Not necessarily hard to play, but hard to stay focused and keep your eye tracking on exact which note you're at. So practice that. And then eventually we'll make a recording of this all without breaks. But I want to see how you're doing. So if you can, after you watch this, make a video in your studio on what you're working on, or show me some progress that you've made throughout the week on this Dragon Slayer, okay? Hope you had a good practice time and this video is helpful. I'll see you in class.